Aries, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading from the 8th to the 15th of October. Okay, now everyone has pulled this card nearly, Yang card, action, Aries impulse. I don't think it's anything that I have to tell you to take action, and your gift is your own card. Extremely auspicious when your own card shows up in a reading, especially as the gift. Now, it's like I am and I will, setting your sights, setting your compass on your destiny and going in that direction, okay? And I'm looking underneath it and what the overall energy of the week is, and you've got the beautiful Ace of Cups, sort of blessings from the divine, Aries, basically. I have probably got one card, that probably two, that are just, that I don't have a philosophy of good and bad karma, yeah, because life's far too complex, yeah. But there's a couple of cards that I think, oh, there's some divine blessings coming your way, and the Ace of Cups is one of them, and it's your overall energy for the whole week. And you've got your own card as your gift. You know what, Aries, there might be, look at this tablecloth, setting your sights on some goals, some intentions, and going for them are definitely the energy. I'm not saying everything's going to come to fruition, because your outcome is the Hanging Man, completely opposite of Aries energy, because you rule the first house, the Hanged Man's the 12th house, so you'll have to move to your spirituality by the end of the month, the end of the week, Aries, okay? Actually, I'll talk about it in a minute. So what lies behind you is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is a card about being a little bit confused, maybe having different options, not sure which one to take, and you're going to laugh at your addition. I decided to clarify the Yang card, and you got its opposite, okay, which is not far off the Emperor and the Hanged Man together, because they're not really opposites if you can find the center point, Aries. It's like we take action but we're not attached fully to the outcome, okay, which is the heart of spirituality, yeah. So you do something and you hand it over to universal life, okay? So your gift is this Emperor. My one negative side of the Emperor is be careful you're not too closed off, okay? But the fact that he's your gift means that you are propelling your destiny in a certain direction, okay? Your challenge is the King of Swords, who might be a person, by the way, because the Knight of the Swords is showing up in your relationship house. The King of Swords would be about communication, remaining objective, yeah, you know, finding that balance between opposites, which is what you got here. That would be the King of Swords, because he is a master of his mind, so he's a master of being objective, not moving to any extremes, Aries, okay? And remember, you're here to master the energy of Libra, which is about balance, okay? This might be a person now, I'm not sure. In your relationship sector, oh my God, sorry, I keep pulling this. You get the Knight of Swords with the Two of Cups, okay? So I think there's some communication coming forward to do with a relationship. The Two of Cups can be anything. It can be a workmate, a love partner, a friend, but there's communication quite rapid with that Knight of Swords regarding some sort of bond. But I think for some it might be a romantic one, because the beautiful Ace of Cups has showed up in your, as the energy of the week. And you're the only person who's got that, Aries, as the energy of the week. The Ace of Cups is about divine love. yeah, it's also about destiny, because look at the planets all lining up with the eye of God shining through. So it's about being at the right place at the right time, that sort of energy. Your outcome is the Hanged Man, and I'm sort of laughing because it does talk about, so that'd be Aries and that's Pisces. So the 12th house and the first house blending, sort of two energies that don't really belong together, but these are both your cards. And they're almost saying do the action and then move into that state of peace, knowing that the universe is in charge of the results. And at the end of the day, that's what a surrendered life is. And a surrendered life is a life that's at peace. Because then you're in the energy of the King of Swords. You've got your throne. So things can be happening around us, but we don't lose our state of equilibrium and our state of peace. And you know what? That is why people meditate every day. That's why people do a lot of spiritual practices, is to get to that state. And it's about surrendering, doing the action, and surrendering the outcome to the universe. So it's that perfect balance between will and surrender. And it's exactly what you're working with this week, Aries, okay? Relationships, something's going on there. That Knight of Swords brings real rapid change, by the way. He tends to deliver news. 1 minute your life's one way and then it's another. And it's definitely regarding a relationship, and I've clarified it with the Four of Wands. There's some, I think it's some happy news coming your way, okay? But the trick, and the King of Swords as your challenge, is about that balance, about being unattached to outcomes. And it's a really, really big lesson to master. I would say most spiritual traditions are about teaching us that skill. But you know, when you've got it, Aries, you've sort of got the keys to the kingdom, because you're sort of free. And the Ace of Cups as the energy of the week is sort of saying the same, by the way. Really, really fascinating reading. I don't get to do readings like that much, Aries. Very, very interesting. An awful lot of growth going on here for you. I'm not saying only on the outer world, because what the outer world is almost insignificant compared to that mastery of the inner world. And eventually that translates into action anyhow. But there's definitely this energy between movement and waiting. And Temperance has showed up, which is exactly the same card, by the way. Fire and water. And she floats in the middle. Balanced, at peace, vulnerable in a good way, but most of all, allowing. Now that was a really interesting reading, Aries, and loads of love. Bye.